Cut like I got back. Self-diagnosed, I'm going through highs and lows. Like I got bipolar.
Okay.
Who did it? Was it a random... Let's get into it. Who did it?
Who done it?
Shot Trump?
Who shot Trump?
I know who shot Trump. It was Oliver Crooks or something.
Let's have a look at what his name is. Thomas Matthew Crooks.
Thomas Matthew Crooks. Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So there hasn't... Here we go. They're looking... Okay. New information is actually coming out. Trump shooter flew drone over venue hours before attempted assassination, source says. It's pretty interesting. They're slowly getting some more information.
There's a lot to come out. So he used a range finder multiple times.
Really?
Just to like set up essentially.
Right.
Just walking around, like getting how far away it is. And
gosh. So he knew beforehand there's going to be a rally site. There's going to be a rally here.
Yeah.
I don't know how much.
No, on the day.
On the day?
While he was there. And there's things that still don't add up. He brought his own ladder.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He's walking around with a ladder.
I never understood that. I haven't seen any
He was
footage.
on the roof for like 20 minutes or something crazy.
Right.
Like a weird amount of time. And there's a guy up there lying down on the roof.
Yeah, people were saying
for like over 5 minutes to say the least.
Yeah.
People are saying 30 minutes. People are saying 20.
Also, it's changing how long he's potentially been up there.
Yeah, I think it was around 20.
20 minutes he's on a roof.
On a roof.
With a visible gun?
No, I don't think the gun was visible at the time.
Okay, yeah. So here we go. There's a proper...
But I think he had the gun visible for about 4 or 5 minutes on the roof.
Right.
And there were reports of a weird guy before Trump even went up.
Really?
That went through everyone.
I wonder how often these reports of a strange individual come up at these events.
Is it just a major stuff up?
Or is it like the plain sight thing? It's like, obviously there's not a shooter who's climbing up on the roof right now. It's probably
so close.
Another part of our team. Who's that guy? Maybe one of those.
A bit of miscommunication.
Yeah.
So is that one of the plain clothes dudes?
Yeah, is that another one of us?
Yeah.
Maybe there were two different security forces. I love that I'm making all this sort of stuff up.
I feel like that would be a thing where it's people don't know who's who.
Yeah.
Some plain clothes guy who's just going to check.
Because I think maybe how sophisticated the other shootings have been. Was it sophisticated?
No.
Yeah. Maybe.
What element? The shot or?
The setup spot. I always think about the...
Well, I think it's there was one building.
Oh, right.
It's
so that's the one spot you...
There was only one building.
Yep.
With the line on Trump. And that's the one building he went.
That's the one building you chose. Yeah, so the gun.
Well, he just went up on the. Maybe it's
it's on the one building nearby. It's you couldn't have got him anywhere else.
Anywhere else.
Yeah.
That was the one. You had one job. You could have just put one person on that building.
Yeah. Just security. Be like, okay, where could he possibly be shot? Maybe
that building.
Yeah, we just got to check there, guys. We're done today.
Yeah.
I'll see you all in the morning. Do you know what I mean?
Hope it goes smooth.
Yeah, it's not like he's in New York City. It's can we check the surroundings?
We got so many. It could be any window or...
We're going to do a full surveillance of every single apartment complex, floor, da-da-da-da-da. We've literally got snipers staring at, hundreds. I don't know if it's going to be hundreds. But, yeah, you just have to... the premises.
Yeah.
Because looking at this... You've got the show, and it is funny looking at it. Gunmen, there's a tree. I don't know if the tree kind of blocked it.
They're in the biggest empty field, and there's one building. Obviously, no one's even going to get close to that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it's just the one.
Yeah, you've just got it there, and it's really not that far away.
It was 130 meters.
Gosh. And this is where... I don't know.
Conspiracies are born.
Yeah, conspiracies do come up, but how many attempts has he had on his life?
Trump?
Yeah.
That you haven't heard of?
Yeah.
Who knows?
I wonder how many they've shut down. Or maybe I've seen one publicized. Assassination attempt. How many?
previous.
Yeah.
I've never heard of any on Trump.
Trump. Turn attempts. Let's have a look. Past shootings. I can't seem to find anything.
I
Yeah.
don't think there has been one publicly spoken.
Gosh. Okay, here we go. This is something. Earlier than the thing about the election day, I'm going to see there have been at least 15 assassinations and attempted assassinations on current and former U.S. presidents, along with presidential candidates since 1835.
Only 15.
15.
That's nothing.
I don't even understand that.
That's nothing.
What's going on?
It's sus.
What's literally going on?
Yeah.
Do you go there, like, let's say you go to a rally where a president you despise is giving a speech and you're like, oh, no, this is way too set up. There's no way I'm even going to get close to having like an attempt.
Well, I think that's another really scary thing why people are freaking
Is
out.
that a glitch in the Matrix?
Well, more that like other countries are seeing this. They're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Some weird kid did it.
Interesting.
Imagine what we could do. I thought it was all locked down.
Yeah.
I thought they'd have drones and all kinds of things to like just anyone that stands too high.
Yeah, legitimately.
Be like, well, imagine what we could do then. They're not protected at all. They're
maybe it's just a
slipping.
full reevaluation of just security.
Yeah.
This is
have they
kind of
gone so
brought up
sloppy, or was it a setup?
Interesting.
And then that's the next.
Is there a reason why there've only been 15 assassination
This
attempts?
kid's been groomed and trained and set up.
Yeah.
They've been told blah blah blah. He's been told you're going to be a hero. We're going to get you out as soon as it's done. This needs to happen. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You're going to go on this roof at this time. We're going to make sure no one's looking there.
Yeah.
You're going to have a good 10 minutes. You're going to take the shot. You're just going to get arrested. We'll get you out. Don't worry. We'll figure that out once it's done.
You go in, and
And
where
you
do you
get-
want to go? Thailand,
Yeah,
Cuba.
Yeah, we're going to swap
yeah,
you
we'll send
out.
you
You're going
anywhere.
to save the country.
Yeah.
This is your shot.
Your parents, millionaires. You're all going to be sorted for your life.
Yeah.
I don't know, son. Sounds pretty good. Do you know what I mean?
Or is he just some joker kid who he's ugly, he's never had a friend, maybe doesn't have good parents.
Yeah.
He's in some weird dark communities of trolls. And we see these new generation of trolls.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the Joker quote. It's like, some men just want to watch the world burn. He probably was a Trump fan.
Yeah.
He went to a Trump rally and he's like, there's no security even here. I could shoot Trump. How funny would that be? If I
Doing this a
killed,
bit,
if I
yeah.
just killed Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And it's something funny to do. He doesn't even really know why he did it. He doesn't even hate Trump. It's just cool. I shot Donald Trump.
Yeah, I'm so
He's in some
surprised.
dark communities like, you should just do it. You would be king, Lord, blah, blah, blah.
Because he looks like that.
He looks just
the,
like that.
The visuals of him are so,
That.
it's so over
It's like
the
people
top.
search for community. It's pretty easy to find a community nowadays.
That's true.
If you search in the right places.
So they're saying
And he got lucky.
he was a kitchen worker.
Yeah, fits perfectly. Washing dishes makes you want to shoot presidents.
I know, yeah, you probably
Of
not.
course.
I'm seeing what they've got information on him. So he was from like 70 kilometers from the site. That's where he grew up. Graduated in 2022. He got a prize for maths and science.
So he's a nerd.
Okay. He worked in a local nursing home kitchen.
Pretty depressing job.
Yeah, pretty
Washing
strict,
old
yeah.
people's dishes.
Old people's dishes. They'd smell worse than
Yeah, and everyone's about to die.
That's
No
true.
hope.
He passed a background check. Raised no concerns at all. What did he do? He attended a community college from 2021 to 2024 and graduated with an associate degree in engineering science.
I think that's a good degree. Sounds all right.
Seems all right. Community college, pretty impressive degree. High honors he graduated with, and no disciplinary issues. He was registered Republican. Here we go. He also donated $15 to The Liberal campaign group.
You're
Act
really
Blue.
going through.
I know. We're going to find out what's going
Yeah.
on because we're going to figure out. We're going to find the answer.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. He had a membership at a local shooting club.
Yeah. So he's a good shot.
Yeah.
You'd be a good shot.
So he starts going to this club and he's like, you know what? I'm a natural.
I feel like it's just he's shooting. He's good.
Oh, here we go. Look at this. They've got it has multiple gun ranges, including a high power rifle facility, which with targets up to 171 meters away.
Perfect for assassinating a president.
Literally, he's like, I'm good at 171.
Yeah.
This is 170. This is
I think
my
it was like
wheelhouse.
130.
Oh, it was 130 away, was it?
It's close.
Gosh, okay.
So it was an easy shot.
Okay, so it was an AR-style rifle purchased by his father. He purchased a box of ammunition containing 50 rounds on the day of the rally.
Wow.
That's an interesting one.
So split decision. That's where it just seems random. It's
the
just some
day.
Joker thing.
Or it's more
He
like,
just woke
I'm
up-
going to buy it. I'm going to buy it on the day. Like, I've planned this beforehand.
Right.
But I'm going to buy it on the
wonder.
day.
Because it would have to be just that full Joker mentality where you're just... What's another quote from the Joker? It's like I'm like a dog chasing cars. I don't even know what I'll do if I got one.
Yeah. So you think of this is a guy
He
who's
just
kind of,
woke up and thought it would be a good idea.
I'll do this today.
Yeah.
I go to the range. I'm a good shot. I'm a smart dude. Graduated with
Yeah.
high honors. He's a smart kid. I don't know if he's like a sociopath or a psychopath, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then there's no background check issues. There's no issues with this guy. I'm going to see what else. They're trying to find his motivation. So they're saying he visited the site of the attack. He was saying that. Or at least once in the days before the assassination attempt.
Well, I think that's the thing about the human nature with all these things.
Yeah.
And where it gets into conspiracy. And it's like it was BlackRock who trained him for fear. Because we want a purpose. We need there to be.
Of course.
And the scariest thing is like there was no reason. He just did it.
They're saying he had searched his phone for symptoms of a depressive disorder.
Yeah. So he was sad.
So he was a sad dude.
He was sad.
He used his phone to images of Donald Trump and Joe Biden. If you're sad, go to the gym. Go work out.
He
Start a
obviously
business.
didn't watch my videos.
He didn't watch my videos. Would have gone to the gym. This
This
all would have
obviously
been
a
over.
brokey. He would be in the real world.
Imagine there's two paths you can take. There's him wearing the suit with like the
In
pants.
Dubai.
Yeah, in Dubai with like no socks.
And he's done all that. Like he has a huge jaw all of a sudden. I stopped using products and my acne cleared up really quick.
I stopped having soy. What are they? So we searched images of Donald Trump and Joe Biden. What a random thing to do.
Yes. Some of the most known faces on Earth.
But just as a human being to like Donald Trump images.
Maybe he was going to do one of the two.
I think that
And he
seems
just
like a
picked
setup
one.
though.
Oh, the fact that he Googled.
I'm thinking there's an agent on his phone. It's like, okay, what do we got? He's gonna
Oh.
depressive disorder.
Who Googles?
Who
depresses?
No one.
No one sad Googles. I
Okay.
feel sad.
I feel
what
I
could
have
this be?
depression. I could kill myself today. Donald Trump. Let's look at images. Joe Biden.
So it's a setup. That sounded
literally.
way too set
One of the
up.
agents are like, Matthews, you just Googled Trump on his phone. Just Google Biden as well.
Well, make
Okay, Joe Biden. Click. Okay, done. You happy now? Yeah, get back to the office.
It's like those fake Instagram accounts. It was all done within like 4 minutes.
Yes.
It's like, well, that's a bit weird. 4:53. I have a mental disorder and feel sad. 4:54. Donald Trump's face.
That's crazy.
That sounded sus. We're getting into it.
We're slowly getting into it. The family's cooperating with the investigations. Of course they are.
Of course they are.
Like, where are we going? It's a nice place. You got us a good place, right?
Yeah.
Our kid died. We want to maybe Dubai.
He wasn't meant to die.
We want to go to Dubai. You can organise that? Oh, the JBR area is good. Can you get us in? They're just like looking at like luxury escapes, and we'll go to Fiji. They're just literally having conversations.
But he
how they spend
missed.
money. That's true.
You missed.
We still get half, though. We lost a son.
Yeah.
What are they saying?
And I think maybe that could be, let's get real conspiratorial, why the cyber attack happened.
Interesting.
Because the whole
Oh,
point is you have the kid.
Yeah.
They forget Trump's dead.
Yeah.
That's the craziest part. Donald Trump's dead.
Yeah.
But he lived. Now it's all about the kid and why he did it.
Of course.
If Trump was dead, there would have been civil war.
No,
Lord knows what
literally.
would have
I can't imagine.
The kid would have just been lost in the algorithm.
Yeah.
Probably would have never have even seen his face.
Or would have he been more famous?
Definitely more. It would be like Lee Hole,
Harvey
Oswald, whatever.
Yeah. That's an
People would
interesting
kind
one.
of know his name.
Yeah.
Thomas Crooks or whatever.
One of them. It'd probably be the craziest assassination in the
human history.
Yeah. That would be. So they're saying his dad called the police right after.
And said my son, just right before I heard, or maybe right after, and said my son's missing. Just after sus. He's like looking at the clock.
My son, who was meant to be home, he said he went out for a walk.
59% to call, my son is missing. I am not sure where he is.
Yeah. So good. Okay, here we go. What's going on? FBI Director Christopher Wray told U.S. lawmakers that more than 200 interviews have so far been conducted, and 14,000 images reviewed. What does that mean?
So I guess friends, colleagues,
Okay.
people went to school with, any signs, parents, friends of parents, the parents lying, blah, 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 blah.
Interesting. Okay.
I wish I was on the case.
That'd be cool. I know. I'll get him.
It would be a scary case, though.
Terrifying. I wouldn't be that scary.
You go to some office and they're like, oh, thank you. Puts it in the shredder. This is above your pay grade. You know, what do I do now?
There's got to be a cop out there that's seeing this all happen. He's wanting to fight for justice.
Yeah. He tripped on his gun then.
Why is there a letter from Benjamin Netanyahu
to his house?
You didn't see anything.
Who's Bibi? He's in a Telegram group with Bibi.
Everyone loves a good conspiracy. It's so funny.
They're great.
You just throw it and you'd be like, it was Israel. It's so easy to do nowadays. It's so easy to do. The cyber outage was Israel. Trump show was Israel.
Even though Trump's like pro-Israel more than Biden.
Former classmate. Here we go. Let's look at we're gonna really do a psychoanalysis of how the classmates are acting, because they would have seen this plant.
Yeah.
Or normal guy. Just every single day. It's an ad. Okay.
We're not getting paid to show these.
I know we're not getting paid. You probably can't even turn the sound off in this one. The nature of that call is still unclear, but there was a call made to the police after the shooting.
Said, do you know who this is? They're saying it's a 20-year-old from Bethel Park. His name's Thomas Crooks, and I just was so shocked because this was someone I had been in history class with. I had been in classes with. We had graduated with him, and it was just something I would have never seen coming.
Where's his
He was
mate?
always getting good grades on tests.
Where's the
everything like that.
friend?
He was very passionate about
Random
it.
girl.
It was nothing out of the ordinary. He was a nice kid, and I had never had an experience with him where I was like, he
might shoot
isn't
Trump.
nice.
Yeah, I never thought he was the kind of guy that would shoot Donald Trump.
At lunch, like he was always alone. I mean, he was bullied every day. Like you could look at him and you would be like, something's a little off.
Like, I bullied him.
I know. Let's face it. I ruined his life.
It was funny.
Probably how anybody else would feel, as far as I trust the neighborhood, I trust the people. There's never been anything.
You can't trust anyone, people.
It's down here.
Interesting. Okay.
So we got
He
bullied
was bullied by that guy.
by that guy
Yeah.
and the guy behind him.
Yeah.
Heavily bullied
Two
him.
Chads. He was bullied to doing something
They
crazy
almost
like
look
this.
like movie characters
They-
out of
they-
like
everyone
super
looks so
bad or
perfect.
something.
Yeah, legitimately. He looks like he would have been bullied.
Obviously,
Like, he's such a
Look at
target.
him.
It's
Poor
like,
kid.
Yeah. What do we got? Here we go. What kind of person was he? So far, a confusing and sometimes at times conflicting picture has been emerged. What are they saying? He was a loner, bullied, wore hunting outfits to school.
Come on.
He was always getting good grades on tests. Very passionate about history.
Oh, that's always a sign.
That's crazy. If you're passionate about history, you should be on a watch list.
You want to be a part of history, and you should be on a watch list.
You should literally be on a watch list. That's just, if you start looking into things.
What does that even mean?
Yeah.
If it comes to someone saying, yeah, he's really passionate about history.
Yeah. He's asking too many questions.
Yeah.
People who look into history, they start piecing things together.
And they start wanting to be a part of history.
100%.
There's only a few ways to really become
literally.
a big part of history.
Literally. And he failed. He's going to be forgotten, sadly. Because they're just not talking about him at all.
Trump's just going to move on.
Yeah. But I guess he actually failed, so it's kind of a non-story a little bit.
Yeah.
He was well liked by
America
teachers.
like winners.
Yeah,
He's a
literally.
loser.
I know. He lost. Intelligent but a little weird. Staff at Angelo's Pizza. We know him. We're familiar with him. He came and got a pizza from us a lot. I'm guessing that's just like a local pizza joint.
I thought you said his staff. He worked there.
Or staff at the Angelo's Pizza.
Oh, said that.
Yeah, they say they're familiar with him. Usually, like
I know him.
I know him. He comes in. He gets a slice of pie every now and then. Weird kid.
He didn't do something, did he?
Yeah. He's all right. Why are you asking me about him? What do we got? Yeah, he's a loner. Yeah, they're having a hard time understanding how an otherwise quiet man turned to violence. Here we go. This is what I saw. A classmate told ABC News he shot terrible and wasn't really fit for the rifle team. So they're saying there's no record of him trying out for the rifle team. And he never
weird
appeared.
thing to say. I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, shot terrible. Former classmate. I wonder if he started shooting, because they're saying he only got into it a year afterwards, like he joined that rifle club.
Yeah.
He's 21, 22?
20.
20. Yeah, so he'd left school.
Part of the SoundCloud rapper gang. The 20 Club.
Yeah, the 20 Club. Yeah, gosh, I know. Yeah, R.I.P. Juice
Crooks.
WRLD.
Is Juice WRLD 20? How crazy is that?
I think he was, yeah.
It's insane.
Not really.
He looks like, I don't know.
It was so short-lived.
Yeah.
It was just as short-lived as it felt, I think.
So young, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy that it's so young.
insane.
Yeah. His music hasn't held up. It's not good.
I mean, none of even X has it.
Yeah, it hasn't. Oh,
Lil Peep has.
that's where you start becoming a bit biased. X has. X has.
What, just because I listen to Lil Peep
I
every
know.
day? Is that why?
The Exorcist Tentacion has like 1 billion plays on every single song.
Let's see.
Literally look.
You
if
made a big claim.
Yeah, it's a
there.
really big claim. Billion to play. I've checked it recently. I was kind of blown away. It's like, dang, he's really got a loyal fan base. Lil Peep's probably gonna have like 1 million monthly listeners. X will be trending as one of the biggest artists in the world. He'd have more plays now than Michael Jackson. We're gonna do a live.
Nothing's even gone over. Okay. Moonlight has 1 billion.
And all the others have 1 billion as well. All those weird sampled songs.
Like Hope and
Yeah, it's crazy.
Jocelyn Flores.
They've all got 1 billion. They're all in the Bill Club.
Not yet.
They're not in the Bill. What are they?
Wait, I'm not there.
It went his main Spotify page.
Yep. Okay, Sad has 1 billion.
Yep.
Changes has 700 mil.
Okay, 700.
Look at Me only has 100 mil.
That
Surprising.
never really held up in his actual.
Jocelyn
discography.
Flores has $500 million.
Half a bill. I thought it was all closer to 1 bill.
It's only $500 million.
Oh, yeah, half a bill. Okay.
Look at Me. Oh, 614 mil.
614 for Look at Me. All those other sad songs had like a crazy amount of plays.
That's YouTube.
What's this?
I'm on YouTube.
Oh, have you checked Spotify?
I don't use Spotify, bro.
You don't have Spotify?
I do, but I don't know how to use it like that.
What do you mean? Just type in X.
How to see views.
Do you want me to quickly look? You don't
I'll
use Spotify.
do
like that.
it.
You'll do it. That's why I'm constantly looking at that stuff. It'll show you.
Oh, that's the views. Okay.
Yeah. He must be at a bill on everything.
Yeah.
And does it say what number artist he is in the world? I'm going to guess he's 80, 81,
How do you check that?
right at the bottom. A little bit up. 90. I said 81.
Wow.
90th in the world. Yeah.
That's crazy. I
That's
didn't know you
over-
could do all this on Spotify. That's amazing.
Spotify's nuts. It has so much information. That's where you
What's
can...
Lil Peep?
Lil Peep is going to be like... He's not even going to be mentioned in the most played in the world.
Oh, it doesn't even...
He's just not that big. From what I can remember.
Yeah. It was a lot more niche.
Yeah. Like, I haven't heard his name come up. Apart from people that are in the
One's
scene.
got a bill.
One's got a bill. What is it? The one with-
Falling down.
Yeah, the one with X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you win this
Okay,
next.
you win this one next. Victims of the shooting. How far is it? And that's all they've kind of said now.
So this is a bit back and forth.
Yeah.
The Google searches are sus, but then his profile makes perfect sense and fits the...
We're wanting to
Whole
kind
thing.
of find a conspiracy theory of Israel or Iran being involved.
Well, I've heard Iran...
Or
being
the deep state.
I think it's more
or-
deep state is
Yeah.
what people think.
Or
So it wouldn't make
America.
sense why Israel would. I guess Iran or some country that's against America.
Yeah. Could
Or like
potentially try to
Russia,
take him out.
China.
Yeah. There's a lot of... There's
Isn't
a lot.
Melania Trump Russian?
Where's she from?
She's not. She's like,
Oh, she's from like Romania or something.
actually Andrew Tate's daughter.
Yeah, I know. There's a photo of them at like school together.
130.
There's a photo of like her with him. It's like she's a child.
In like the 50s, and he looks the exact same. That'd be some good lore for the Andrew Tate.
That would be hilarious. Yeah,
Donald
she's-
Trump as a kid, and it's Andrew Tate. It's his son. Tristan's there, and he's young as well somehow.
She's from Slovenia. Which means nothing.
Yeah,
It means literally nothing. Where's Slovenia?
it's in that like Eastern European bloc.
We're gonna try to find.
Where all the models are from. She was like a supermodel.
Okay. So, model area.
Yeah.
Why? Why are there so many models? Probably something to do with
Because they're all like
what is it? The
fit that aesthetic.
Oh, it's just a nice area. It's right near Croatia.
They're all tall, skinny,
Yep.
and like very structured facial features.
Interesting. Okay, she's from a nice place, not too far east. Because I was thinking she was from like Moldova or Ukraine or something. I don't know. We're trying to find this conspiracy theory that I don't know is happening. I don't know if it's happening.
I feel like it is the Joker one when I really thought about it.
Really? That he's just wanting to cause havoc.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, this is going to teach you for all bullying me. I'm going to kill Donald Trump.
It's not even that. It's just something to do. Just something funny.
Something
funny way
funny
to go out. I mean, what would have his life been?
Okay, so he Googles that stuff?
He keeps
He
work.
Googles that stuff? He's like, I'm sick of this. Do I have depression? Let's look at Donald Trump again. Okay. We're killing him. Tomorrow.
Google
This,
search.
this boy. And this one I'm doing it for, Joe Biden.
It's for you, Joe.
For you, Joe. That was his last words. He turned off his phone and threw it
This was
on
for
the
you.
bed. For you, Joe, just one last look at his face. This is literally what he was looking at. This. Oh, no, it's all changed. Oh, I wonder if you can do
it's all
this.
the shooting.
I know. Let's say.
How can you put a date in?
I think you can do any time. I'm going to do
Like 2 weeks
custom
ago.
range. I'm going to do. When did it happen?
Happened a week ago.
Let's just go on my
Do 2 weeks.
7th of July to the 8th? No, what is this? There we go. Oh, no, it's still there. You can't even do it.
The 7th.
I'm going to go... Oh, no, this might be too tricky. Okay. Oh, no, I've done past month.
Yeah. No.
No. We're looking at custom because we're going to see if there's anything that comes up.
Oh, as to why.
Yeah.
That's some
Or
good. This
even-
is some
I'm
investigation.
going to go 2000 to July the 1st. Okay. Oh, what's it doing?
It's just broken.
It's broken. It's probably part of this outage. You can't look into things like that. And what was going on? What could his motives be? I'm going to see if there's any other.
Google Joe Biden.
Okay.
That might give some
This might give some
insight.
into what he was looking at.
The smile.
So you just would have seen this. That was his probably the last thing he looked at. Was this? Let's see. I'm going to see if there's any.
Can you get exactly what he Googled about the mental health and then put that into Google?
Oh, true. I don't think they.
It's like, have you ever tried shooting a president?
Yeah, go out and do something crazy. Thomas. Oh, this is just going into the day. I'm going to see if there's anything. What is his name?
But it's crazy times. People are sad. It's a good way to kill yourself.
100%.
Some people just want to die and they don't really have the guts to just go kill themselves. So they'll do something crazy.
Yeah, do something crazy.
It's a fun way to go out.
I'm going to literally see conspiracy. See if you can Google this stuff in. I know you can Google it in Twitter. Looked up photos of Trump. Yeah, 3 days. They just still can't really find much. Intelligent loner with a thin social media footprint.
I think that bit's really weird as well.
Yeah.
How little he is, where it seems like it's been wiped.
Interesting.
And there's just a few Google searches of I'm sad and Trump.
Here we go. Oh, this is good. He continued to wear a mask after the COVID pandemic was over.
But a lot of ugly people did that.
I know, but that's still a weird. He was bullied almost every day.
Gosh.
He was an outcast. He always sat alone. He was mocked by the clothes that he wore, which included hunting outfits. And of course, wearing a mask is a crazy look. Let's see. I wonder if he's a Russian spy.
But it's just the perfect scenario for like a school shooter or that.
That's true.
Where it's like, screw everyone.
Donald Trump.
And it's like, why they kill little kids? It's like, do you really think they're that like, it's just to watch the world burn? It's just like, what's the craziest thing I can
what's
do
something insane
to
I
really
can
just
do?
say screw you all?
Oh, they're saying, okay, the day before, he went to the rifle range. Drove to the site. Parked at a gas station a mile from the event. Wore a grey T-shirt. Oh, with a logo of a popular YouTube channel dedicated to firearms.
Yeah.
What was the YouTube channel? Do you know?
YouTuber
Some random
shoots
one.
guns.
Ah, okay.
He made a video.
He's watching like some shooting guy.
Completely condemn the actions of that shooter.
Oh, really?
And I love Trump.
I don't know. I love all my subscribers.
Mark Zuckerberg.
You're not gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything bad about my subscribers. What they do in their whole life is up to
Not my
them.
business, to be honest.
Yeah.
This is America, land of the free. Last time I heard. Mark Zuckerberg's come out as a Trump supporter.
Oh wow.
Like, not fully, but he's
Yep.
like asked
Into
about.
that, yeah.
Says, I'm not going to campaign for either, but when I saw him get shot in the face and stand up and fist pump,
That
was
cool.
the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
Said something like that.
That's crazy. It was cool.
It was.
It was pretty crazy cool.
I mean, we could get into that. Like, how crazy is it that he got shot
Yeah.
in the ear?
Yeah.
That it missed by like
that much. It's nuts.
What are the chances?
It's
Is that like 1 in a billion?
like divine intervention.
Yeah.
Like he literally might be an angel.
Jesus, come
Yeah.
back. Maybe QAnon were right. Maybe he is draining the swamp.
To have that, to be saved like that.
I feel like he would even be wigging out.
Yeah.
I would freak out.
Yeah, I think apparently
I mean,
he
how to
has.
turn someone into a true believer.
Yeah. If you literally
Imagine
escape
being
death,
him and like looking at the videos and being
Yeah.
like, what happened?
what
I
went
should
on
be
there?
dead right
Yeah.
now. How on earth? How is that possible?
It's crazy. I wonder. I don't know if it's even good. I think you could do things that are like quite drastic. If he's under this
that's
sort
what
of-
it's never good. It's
You might
never.
really just get into yoga.
Well, I just think he's like. I feel like he would be a bit taken back.
Imagine he switches sides, becomes a Democrat. It's like, this is actually the right team.
I think kids need to learn about their
Yeah.
gender ideology at a young age. Now that I think about it.
Women should have a right to choose. I don't know. It seems pretty.
Their body match their body.
Why are we giving all this money to Israel?
What they ever do for us?
I feel like those kids in Gaza. It's war crimes.
It's a war crime. It's a genocide.
Yeah, it just comes out and says that.
I like this Destiny guy. That's a great one. Destiny on Piers.
Oh, what did he say?
I think it's all over for Destiny.
Really? Because I'm sick. I didn't even watch it.
Because it's the troll element to what he said.
Oh, he's being
but-
pro Biden, or what's his angle? What's
He's
he
always been
talking
pro
about?
Biden.
Yeah.
But it's about not condemning or saying that the fireman mocking him, the man that got shot at the Trump rally.
Oh, right. What happened? He was mocking the guy.
Yeah.
Really?
On his stream.
Why?
Just as a like stuff you to conservatives. And it's just weird. But that was like, oh, it's just content. It's bait farming to get conservatives mad, like what he always does.
Right.
But then on Piers, and Piers was pretty good, like kind of the conservatives were being like stupid.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, do you condemn January 6th? And like, well, and he's like, see, like this is the exact same thing. 5 cops got killed that day. You won't condemn that, would you?
Oh,
make a
Destiny
mockery-
said that to Piers.
No, he's saying that to the conservative people that he's debating on.
Oh,
Piers.
okay, yeah.
Where it's like, well, it's just like January 6th. So I'm going to be just like you. You would never condemn that, would
That's
you?
kinda good.
Because they're your, and it was. I was
Yeah.
like, okay,
I
that's
like that.
base. That
Yeah.
is a good take.
That's a good take.
And it is kind of saying like you're just as bad.
Yeah.
But then Piers is like, well, it's not to match the bad person. That shouldn't be a moral standpoint.
Yeah.
To be like, well, if you're bad, I'll be bad. And it's
Yeah.
like, well, now you're just as bad. So what's the point? But Piers asked, and it was the craziest thing, especially when you watch the whole thing. And my jaw dropped
Yeah.
when Piers like, do you condemn what happened and do you condemn the shooter?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I won't do that. And it's just like, and even Dave Rubin's like, everyone in our studio's jaw just dropped
Wow.
because that you're an influencer
Wow.
and you literally just said you don't condemn a president assassination.
Yeah.
So you support it. It's just the craziest.
It's
And you
interesting.
see him, he seems like he's on 20 Adderalls and he's like having Red Bull and he's got these like weird deadpan eyes. And he always looks like this weird, like he's lost his mind. Like it's like scary. I almost feel for
Is that what happens when you become too based?
But he's like lost
He became too base and he's literally losing his
he's
mind.
lost his base.
Because he's so pro-Israel, but then he's so anti-Trump that things just aren't adding up.
Yeah.
Almost. Like,
It
he doesn't
gets-
have any foot to stand on. Like,
There's
it's,
no moral standpoint. It's
Yeah.
like, what do you stand for?
he's bisexual.
You're anti-America in
Yeah.
every way, but then you're like pro-Israel and America's support for Israel.
yeah. But
Undeniably.
you're not Jewish.
Yeah, and you're not Jewish. You have no
You got no
tribalism
Yeah.
to it at all, where you're like, I get it, I guess. Like, it's your people, whatever. It's like, you're not even Jewish.
Yeah, you're not Jewish at all. Like, you've taken this strong
Yeah.
stance. Is he in an open relationship? He has a kid.
He has a kid somewhere with a woman that he never sees.
He's like, it's good because I'd literally say he may be the most base person of all time. Not even trying to be funny.
His ex-wife left him for another guy,
Yeah.
the famous one.
Yeah. I actually think he might be the most base person to ever live. And I'm not even like trying to be funny.
Right.
I don't think there's anyone more base than Destiny. To have such extremes.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist anywhere
where
else.
there is no tribalistic.
You don't know where he is. You don't know where he's
Yeah.
going to go at all. Because it's, I don't even know, like.
I know what you mean.
It's
and he
crazy.
is so pro-free speech.
Yeah. And
He's the only liberal that gets banned.
yeah. I kind of like it. I kind of like it.
He had a good take with the January 6th, but the condemning thing, it was just like, it's so dangerous what he's done. And I think that's the thing where it's like, I don't even know.
He doesn't like Donald Trump, though.
But it's not about that. It's just like, you were an influencer and you pretty much just said to your fans, it's fine if you go shoot people.
I will say...
Like, that's where it's like, you're advocating for violence in the streets.
I will literally say if it was Joe Biden, the amount of T-shirts that would say finish the job would be out of control.
Or like 5 mil to the left.
Hodgkins will be wearing that in their next podcast. Like, not even trying to exaggerate for comedic purposes. That would just be a thing.
Yeah.
Every single page, every conservative page, there wouldn't be an inklage of like sympathy towards Joe Biden, like at all.
Or if one of his supporters got
and
shot
if
as
Biden
well.
be like, good. They'll double down and be like, good. One less liberal.
One less libtard to deal with.
Like, it's crazy the way it would just be
Different.
Yeah, so different. Everyone would kind of like it as
Where
well.
they are all now, they're like, the human life. Where's the human decency? People in Gaza are animals.
Yeah. It's
Then they'll flip the next news segment. Israel have a right to do genocide.
Yeah.
It's their country. If they want to do a genocide, they can do what they want. Who are we to judge?
It's the funniest thing in the world. It's literally, it's just the truth.
Yeah.
If you just try to imagine any sort of sympathy coming from the other side, literally, if it was Joe Biden,
Yeah.
any sort of sympathy. Be like, hey guys, let's just take a second. This is the president.
Turn down the heat.
Yeah, they've just shot a president. Let's be respectful here. No one sees him as a president.
But couldn't have been a Trump supporter. We don't miss.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I would have missed that shot.
Put
Just
me in.
saying.
Put me in, coach. Yeah, let me in. Sure, put me in. It's insane. Like,
Coach.
but what do we got? He walked around for at least half an hour. It'd be funny if he just said Allah Akbar.
That would have been the great.
It would have just been great.
Heard screaming Allahu Akbar on the
no
roof.
history of Islam or anything.
Just let that run rampant a bit.
Because
I want to see a photo of him with a Hamas headband edited on the screen. Be like, why didn't they share this photo? Curious, huh? Interesting that this wasn't the photo you...
What do you notice about this photo?
It's great. You got to find the comedy, folks.
Yeah, you got to find it. Yeah, this is a copy of the Quran next to him. What do you notice about this image? The shooter.
There's no black people in the image. That's what I
noticed.
That's what I noticed. Is that what it is?
Because I think most Muslim people are pro-Trump, aren't they? Everyone loves him.
Everyone loves Trump, especially after this. It's hard not to.
It's hard not to love him after this. What's going on?
Because it was even a thing. It was like such a cool... You couldn't be more cool.
Yeah,
it's like when you're in high school, if you wanted to like impress a girl, the coolest thing would be to get shot.
Yeah.
And then you like put your fist up.
Honestly. That got every single black person in the world.
In the world.
Yeah.
It's like...
You know, you just said black power. Doesn't even make sense. Like, okay.
Well, he literally does like the black fist.
He does the black power fist. Fight. Fight. I'd love if he just screamed in a George Costanza. Pushes over like a young girl, runs away. Ow! Starts crying. Kind of like a 13-year-old boy who's like, I'm not crying. It hurts. It just really hurts.
But it's like, and then all people that hate him, and didn't want to admit how cool it was, were like, it's fake. He set it up.
Yeah, I thought that initially.
That was a big thing that people.
I was
with,
like,
where it's like,
like
no one's that cool.
sauce.
No one's that cool.
Yeah, it's
set up, false flag, obviously.
Because I was like, obviously, there's not actually a bullet. Nothing was there. It was like a BB gun.
Yeah.
He went down.
Wouldn't a bullet take your whole ear off? and part of your head, and like
Literally.
how you are playing golf the next day.
Yeah.
Even when I saw
Let's go
that,
back to that one. That might be the conspiracy again. Where's the bullet?
well, he's got the bandage on.
I know, but what is that from? Could be from anything.
We won't take that bandage off.
Yeah, he won't
I
take
want
the
to see
bandage
the
off.
hole.
I want to see. Yeah, where's the hole? It's like Tory Lanez and Meg the Stallion. It's like, where's the hole in her foot? She won't show the hole. She won't show the hole. It's true. Bullet. That'd be a crazy memorabilia thing.
And I saw a conspiracy that it's like that bullet flying past that you see is like you would have your camera on one of the craziest, rarest settings.
Yeah.
In order to catch a bullet
exactly.
flying
Yeah.
as if you knew it was going to happen.
Yeah. You just can't pick it up.
Unless you put it on like 1 billion frames per second, which no photographer supposedly ever puts it on.
Interesting.
Unless you were catching like at car races and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's that bit.
Also, a bullet from an AR to just get your ear like that, it should take your entire head off. I don't know anything about shooting, but I'm pretty sure.
It should still do quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, it's not just going to...
This isn't a little 22.
Yeah.
And he's
like, we're talking about, what was it? Evander Holyfield would have a bigger injury
yeah.
than Donald Trump. And that was just some dude's mouth.
But I think that's the miracle. It's gone perfectly just straight through his ear.
Right.
Like, it's the most insane shot ever.
Right.
It's like magical.
Yeah, it's literally...
It's like it's
just
pierced his ear. It's literally just kind of giving him a perfect piercing.
Be so funny, like he just gets a hoop earring, you know?
With the American flag dangling. A fist pumping. A black fist.
I wonder how bad the injury is as well. False claims.
If he has a permanent hole in his ear.
Yeah, is it going to be... Or
you get
drastic?
plastic surgery to
True,
cover it.
you could probably very
But how
easily.
quick? But I guess he's Trump, so...
Shows a bullet hole.
Should we go Frangos for dinner?
What's going on? Yeah, the photographer who captured the bullet.
And the same photographer that captured the bullet
Yeah.
took the photo of George Bush on 9/11 being whispered to that the towers have gone
Are you
down.
joking?
That's a fact. So I don't know what we want to do with that.
Okay, yeah.
That's getting deep.
That's... Okay. Let's have a look.
You
Doug
look up the
Mills.
photographer.
Yeah. Let's see what he's got. That's nuts. Let's see his Instagram. He's followed by Israel. Let's look at who he's following.
Netanyahu comments, great photo.
That's crazy. Okay. So he's worked as a photographer. Where is it? I'm gonna find his Wikipedia. Okay, what's he done?
I feel like Dave Chappelle needs to do a big Jewish stand-up bit. I feel like their time has come. I remember there was the year of trans people.
Yeah.
Where it's like, Dave Chappelle's like, you're getting smoke. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's come. You're too much in the spotlight. I'm a comedian.
Who are we talking about? Who's got a...
Jewish people. Dave Chappelle.
He's already done them.
Has he?
Yeah.
When?
He did them in his last special. He did a crazy attack on them.
Really?
And a nuts one that went over everyone's head.
I missed it.
It was the Space Jews one. It was crazy. We'll look it up.
Let's
We
look
can
it up.
watch
I
it.
don't even remember.
It was one of the craziest bits. It was almost like...
Let's watch it.
It was so out of nowhere. I was like, what's this about? Here it is.
During slavery, who somehow got granted his freedom by his so-called master. And when his master granted him the freedom, he also gave him a plot of land. Now, it turns out this brother was brilliant. He had a good eye, a good knack for farming. And he farmed this plot of land very successfully and made a lot of money. And this is where the story gets crazy. When he got all that money, this nigga bought some slaves. Not only was he a slave owner, he became a slave breeder and employed tactics that were so cruel Even white slave owners were like, yo, my man. He was a wild dude, but he did it just because that's what successful people did at the time, and he just wanted to be down. What a fucking tragedy. How can a person that went through slavery perpetrate the same evil on a person that looks just like him? It's mind-blowing. And, shockingly, they're making a movie about it. Ironically, it's called Space Jews. There was a black man.
I don't get it, though.
I think that's the. I don't know if that's the original bit. Is this the,
I remember that.
yeah.
I'm just... Oh, they had edited quite a bit out.
But that was a statement on the state of Israel.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, which was yeah. But I think they edited it weirdly.
I also saw a lot of videos of UFOs. I mean, what the fuck has been going on with that shit? These niggas are here. These UFOs keep coming to Earth, and it made me think of an idea for a movie. Sounds dumb, but hear me out. In my movie idea, we find out that these aliens are originally from Earth. That they're from an ancient civilization that achieved interstellar travel and left the Earth thousands of years ago. Some other planet they go to, and things go terrible for them in the other planet. So they come back to Earth, decide that they want to claim the Earth for their very own. It's a pretty good plot line, huh? I call it Space Jews.
That's great. Wow.
It's ridiculous.
True. It's incredible.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that first one. That kind of ruined it a little bit.
Yeah, completely.
But that's I remember seeing that, and that was
Wow.
perfect. It was it was so out of nowhere, and he throws that joke in towards the end, and it's just oh man, that was it's such a funny. It's it's so silly. It's crazy, just like how funny it is, how silly it is, and
on point as well.
It's so on point. And again before anything had happened recently.
Yeah, before the war.
Yeah, I don't think people were really talking about it too much.
1 year ago, right before.
Yeah, or maybe it was even longer.
Oh, that's
I
just
think
the
the video.
YouTube, yeah.
Yeah. But even in that earlier one, he's taken his shots.
Gosh.
He's had his sights on it for a while.
There's a lot of good jokes you can make.
Yeah. And
That's
I think
a great joke.
That one's perfect because it's just so absurd.
It's so unexpected.
It's so unexpected.
So expected at the same time.
Legitimately. Even that first one, the slave master one's probably even more on point to what's happening. Nowadays.
Yeah.
Because it is kind of like, come on, guys.
Didn't you go through this?
And it's like just the how horrible they're treating the Palestinians.
Yeah.
It's like bombing hospitals, starvation.
Even forget just like the West Bank, just the...
Yeah. It's like, come on.
Let's talk it through.
Yeah. And even just, you could talk about what's going on in Rafah. It's like, are you really having him like this?
Yeah.
You're doing this to him? Let him die of starvation, then bombing him? You tell him to go to the refugee spot, and then you're bombing that?
And it's like, even if there is a fighter there that you want to kill.
Yeah. It's like, I don't even know if the Nazis would have done that.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you could get out. You could go to Israel. You could go to you could escape to other countries.
Yeah.
Go to England. Flee to Australia. But come on. Saying go to Rafah and then bombing that is devious. It's devious.
I wonder how it's all going to end if Netanyahu's going to get locked.
That's true, yeah, because you had that.
Well, the ICJ have put out an arrest warrant.
Yes, yeah. What's
Netanyahu? That was a while ago as well.
Oh, right. What is that? ICJ.
But I think the whole thing is he's like, I'm working at the moment, so when I get a couple of days off, I'll come fly over to the Netherlands. And
yeah. Yeah, so this is all brand new. We were just talking about or just seeing all this recently, just before we started. But this has been going on for a while. But now there are literal like court orders to end the occupation of Palestinian territories.
God.
And what does that look? And then they're saying it needs to make full reparations for these wrongful acts as rapidly as possible. And I'm not sure how this stuff works.
Reparations.
Or like just if the ICJ
Or how they...
makes these claims, how are they going to enforce this?
I think
What
that's
happens
the whole
now?
America thing, right?
America have to follow the orders like made by the ICJ.
I'm
Is
not...
that America's?
Or it would be more of a...
It's like the world.
If you don't accept, you're like out of the club. You become like an
Okay.
isolationist country, like North Korea.
Interesting.
Well, now you're not invited to all the world summits and like
Gosh.
you're like your own thing because you
Yeah.
refuse to be a part of the world court.
Yeah. This is massive.
Yeah.
What they've actually like ordered them to do is huge.
Yeah.
Like they're such bold kind of accusations. Not even accusations, but just like results. Where it's literally this is illegal, has been illegal for this long. They get their land back. It's illegal. Jerusalem.
Yeah, that's pretty Jerusalem.
It's like
Because Trump
really
put the
going for it.
embassy in Jerusalem.
Yeah. It's
So he would be against it, even.
Yeah, maybe new Trump will be.
Yeah.
Come on,
The ear Trump.
Yeah, the new ear Trump. He just never takes it off, and he's like really peaceful.
Knows all the old
Yeah.
names for the cities when it was You know, this used to be whatever.
He like picks up gravel. He's like, he's just this wise man, like Gandhi. Like
I've been through it now.
Yeah.
Seen
So
both
the other side,
sides.
brother.
He becomes Muslim.
You know what happened, brother? There was only one person that saved me. The reason I'm here today, brother.
I realized who was really there for me that day, brother. No, not who you may think. Yes, still God though, brother.
It's just like him, like Muhammad Hijab, tutorial shooter, Andrew Tate.
Sneaker.
Yeah.
America will be doing great dealings with the
With the Middle East,
Qatar, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, very great people, brother.
Lives in Dubai. Just moves to Dubai. Oh, goodness gracious. He like literally posts, like he reposts all this like anti-Israel stuff on his Twitter. It's like Jake Shield stuff.
All eyes on Palestine.
Yeah, this is crazy. They're basically saying the court considers the violations by Israel on the prohibition of the acquisition of territory by force. I don't even know. That's crazy wording. And of the Palestinian people's right to self-determination have a direct impact on the legality of... What are they saying? It needs to be in more layman's terms for us. What's going on?
Israel said that.
No, this is the ICJ.
What's layman's terms?
A little bit more basic, a little bit more straightforward.
Right.
I'm trying to get like a summary of it. So it's very historic. It's a victory for justice, and Israel must be compelled to implement it.
I like that.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's about time. It'd be kind of good if this war did lead to some peace treaty in that region.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's gone too far.
It's a crazy.
That's where Netanyahu's come out and made speeches like, if they don't want us,
Oh, really?
and like done all that stuff. And that like we will never surrender for our right to exist and blah blah blah.
Right. Here we go. He's saying it's absurd.
Yeah. And you can't just say that. Doing it to Trump. Lies.
Lies. That's a good take. Yeah, he's basically saying it's absurd. Yeah, Jewish people are not occupiers in their own land. So he's basically just going against it.
Which is a crazy statement to make.
What do you notice about the the judges on the ICJ panel?
No white people.
Yeah. That is an interesting one. That's an interesting one. Who are these judges?
I like the ICJ.
Really?
It's the Netherlands. It's the greatest country on earth. Go to the Netherlands.
You think these people have a vested interest in Israel?
No, I don't.
I know.
That's what's good.
I know, but I'm gonna be like, do you think they? I guess that's probably what you want. Yeah.
You don't want anyone to have invested interest in any country besides, I guess, the Netherlands.
Probably just should, yeah. It's probably a pretty good
Team.
a pretty solid panel.
Yeah.
2 Asian women. They're gonna be like, they'll know the answer.
I know. I'll trust
Do you
them.
know what I mean? Legitimately, I don't know about that
You
guy.
got like some Italian,
Indian guy, African woman,
like South African, some white guy,
Indian?
white guy,
this guy,
then
African
another
guy.
African.
Interesting.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good. They'll probably know.
Pretty sure he's the head.
Oh,
Or
really?
him.
Okay.
One of those two.
Gotta watch the.
Yeah, I know.
Gotta watch the screen. What are they saying? Internal. What are they asking about? Truth. Yeah.
What are they asking?
Palestinian land is unlawful. Should be brought to an end as rapidly as possible.
Yeah.
Okay. Gosh, this is interesting. Yeah,
and
so
it's
it
about
says,
time. You see those videos in the West Bank.
yeah.
And it's like, why isn't anyone stopping it?
Yeah, I know. It is weird. It's like,
And that's
what?
the thing about like Netanyahu. It's like, what are you even talking about? You've agreed to the board. Are you saying that it's all yours?
Yeah.
Is that pretty much what he's saying?
I think he's
No
trying
wonder
to...
so many people hate you when you're like talking like that.
It's going to be problems if it goes through.
If what goes through?
If this court order,
Because there was
this justice order, because what's going to happen?
there's
all
the
Palestinians
crazy
get
guy on in his
reparations.
coalition.
Right.
You know, the one he's got glasses. He was part of like a terrorist group when he was younger.
Right, I'm not sure.
You could look him up. And he's the one he like pulls out guns in videos and he's like putting it in the face of like Palestinians when he goes
Really?
over there. And he's like arming all the people in the West Bank.
Right, all the
He's
soldiers.
a hardcore Zionist.
Yeah, yeah.
And he almost died in a car accident.
Gosh.
It's like God's.
It's the opposite of the Trump
I
thing,
know.
yeah.
It's like a tiny pebble on the road. He like broke his neck or something.
Gosh.
But he's like the evil one.
Oh,
It always
okay.
has been.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like West Bank, it's all ours. Lebanon, everything. Like,
We're getting all this. It's going to be huge.
yeah,
'Cause
like
what's
he
gonna-
needs to go to prison. Like he's
Right.
full warlord, war crime, like
Yeah.
crazy.
Let's take as much land as possible.
Yeah,
Yeah. Let's be as powerful
full
as
genocidal
possible.
maniac.
Yeah.
Like scary man. Like literally like Hitler level rhetoric.
I don't know what's going to happen. So they're saying, okay, yeah. So it's under obligation to cease immediately all new settlement activities and evacuate all settlers from occupied Palestinian territory. That's not too bad.
I know. How it's
Do you know what I mean? That's
easy.
not too bad. I was reading somewhere that something about Jerusalem is. I don't know where I was seeing that. Saying it's illegal.
And I don't get why it hasn't happened sooner. And that's where it gets so like, someone almost needs to step in, or Israel needs to be held to such account. It's like your government are the people that should be policing the settlers,
Right.
not Palestinians trying to tell them to like. Why do they even have to deal with that?
Yeah, yeah.
Your IDF should be arresting people settling in these random villages.
That's
in the West.
true. That's
crazy.
True. Yeah,
But they're obviously just letting it happen.
Yeah,
And they want it to happen.
yeah.
And they're supporting them.
Mm.
And like they are the settlers themselves.
yeah,
But they're obviously letting them do it.
Yeah, they're saying it's
Like when was the last time a settler got arrested for for settling somewhere?
Yeah, they're saying it's 700,000.
And you see what they do. There's like weird 3 Jewish guys just rock up to the houses.
Yeah.
So, like, throwing stones and, like, showing the Torah, like, this is our land and stuff. Like, please go away.
Gosh.
I mean, they need some Palestinian Americans to go over with some guns. Get their land back. Get off my lawn, boy. Literally, though. Poor Palestinians.
It's a pretty crazy one. Like, what are they
No
saying?
wonder you would become a terrorist. Like, it's insanity.
Of course. Yeah, you're just in this constant
Someone's like
state of-
terrorizing your children, and then that government don't even do anything about it to stop their citizens from committing terrorism.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? What are you supposed to?
Yeah, you're kind of being taken control by like a rogue state almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just
Like,
exist
no
in
one's
this.
taking ownership for everything.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to do something about it. Like, it's crazy. That's why it is Israel's fault, completely, in the West Bank.
It's getting tough. It's getting tough to try to support them. Do you know what I mean? I'm finding a lot of friends having the same sort of their opinions just changed.
And that's
They're
where it's
like-
thing, like, Gaza's so complicated, and it's like the West Bank's so much easier to.
Yeah, that's
solve.
true. That's true.
It's like it's chill and like there's no war popping off. It's just like one thing's happening and you need to stop.
I guess
You keep moving, like, stop.
Yeah,
What are you
the
doing?
occupation is like I mean the settlements are just insane.
Yeah.
No one could really defend the settlements. Everyone's finding that crazy.
But then people will blow over the settlements. They're like, yeah, they're not good, but let's not.
Oh, I know, yeah.
It's like,
and
no.
quickly let's get on to the next one.
That's the one thing that you can fix.
But yeah, no, I agree with you on that. But
Yeah, but it's like,
Yeah.
no, we're not going to go into some convoluted history of Gaza and how 20,000 Jews actually left.
yeah,
It's like, we're not. That's so easy to debate all day long.
and
It's
it's
like we both agree on the settlers, so let's just stop that.
Yeah,
That's the one thing we can actually come to terms with that's wrong.
yeah.
So let's fix that. Number one issue. Stop, get the settlers out. Put up a wall, no one, if anyone goes past this point, 2 years in prison.
Yeah,
Start putting people in prison.
I think they'll use the thing of like, oh, but how about we talk about them sending bombs over?
I know.
How about we talk about that? Is that worse than settlements? Then they kind of get you there, brother. They kind of get you there.
Are
but
bombs
it's-
being sent from the West Bank?
No,
Or they just shift over to Gaza?
it's from Gaza.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess it's the whole area. It's the idea of the Palestinians.
And that's the swivel of the argument. Where
Yeah,
it's
there's
Gaza's
like-
such a complicated
Yeah,
thing now,
it's almost
especially
like we
after
can't talk about this. We got to do our bad thing. They
Yeah.
get to do their bad thing.
Yeah.
We get to do our bad thing.
So we're both
And our
doing
bad
things
thing-
we shouldn't be
Yeah.
doing. Let's agree to that.
We're both doing things we
But-
shouldn't be, brother. Oh, here we go. Yeah, what they? I think they constituted an apartheid state. Systemic discrimination based on inter alia, race, religion, or ethnic origin. That was
When
one of the
they
biggest
say
things.
the apartheid, is that like saying that the West Bank is a part of Israel?
That's
Right?
I
That's
think
kind
it's-
of the idea.
I can't really understand. I think it's because it's like this one place.
Because they'll always use the argument 20% of Israel are Arabs
Yeah.
and they have full rights.
Yeah, I know. And then they'll use that one.
But
This
then I
is-
think the idea is that you govern the West Bank.
Yeah.
And they have different rights to people in Israel.
And,
And that's the apartheid. And then Israel would say, hey, but they're not our citizens.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, but you're occupying them. So they kind of are your responsibility.
Yeah.
Where it's, and I guess it's like, maybe that's what like literally happened in South Africa. Like they're not South Africans.
Yeah.
And they're like, we kind of are. You govern us.
Mm.
We have to pay taxes
That's
to
true.
you.
That's true, yeah.
And back in those days, it could have been seen, and we're like living in the
Yeah.
past. And when we're in the future, and it's like, yeah, the West Bank is now part of Israel. But it's like there is no Jewish hierarchy to the
Yeah.
country of Israel anymore. And now there's a Palestinian president of Israel. and it's an actual democratic country.
Right.
Is, I guess, what the ICJ would hope for. And it's more a one-state solution where both lose a bit.
Yeah.
Israel
I
lose
guess,
their Jewish supremacy of their Jewish state.
Yep. Yeah.
And
That's
Palestine lose. Palestine doesn't exist. It's Israel.
true.
But it's a democratic country with Jews and Muslims living together.
And kind of
Which is what they
equally.
argue it already is. So it's
Yeah.
like, what's the difference then?
I guess it's, and it's so tricky because you've got like people who want to cause
and
harm.
hatred and
Yeah, and it's like do we have to
crazy religious
not do
zealots that
not
are like
do a bomb check?
psychopaths.
Do we not check this guy's boot of the car as he comes from the West Bank into Jerusalem? Do we not stop him?
Or I guess it would be more like you're all Israeli citizens.
Right. So I'm looking. Okay, so they're saying it's responsible for apartheid. Was this an old one? No, this is new. Yeah, the World Court responsible for apartheid. Yeah, they're not saying why or how.
Because the two-state will just never work, I still feel. Because it's pretty much like an analogy of someone's come taking your hat, giving you the brim of the hat, or someone's come taking your beanie off, and they gave you a few strands of the beanie back.
Yeah.
Decent amount.
Yeah.
But you're like, I'm still cold. And they're going to like sleep every night, and you're just watching them sleep with your beanie on.
Interesting.
You're like, you're going to try and get your beanie back. Why wouldn't you?
Of course.
Who's not going to
of
try and get your
course.
beanie back?
But that's just going to happen forever, though.
Yeah, that's why two states would never work.
Yeah.
Because they're always going to want their beanie. Why wouldn't they?
But are they still going to want the beanie after all this?
Yeah, of course. Till they die, they'll want their beanie.
Yeah, so that it can never really.
But it needs to be one state, one people, one country, sorry.
But I think it's impossible.
Never say impossible, brother.
Never say impossible,
But
brother.
look at South Africa. I'm sure they said that was impossible.
It is.
Look at that. So that's a sad truth.
That's a sad truth. Some things are impossible.
It
Yeah.
will never work.
It will never work.
It will never work.
South
They're
Africa
so
is
different.
the worst place on earth, I think. It's literally the most dangerous place on planet Earth. It's crazy. It's so funny just how terrifying it is. South Africa.
That is, yeah. So there is no
Yeah,
fix.
there's no answer. There's no fix.
Either
And
way,
it's-
it's going to be bad
yeah.
and violent.
It's so obvious, the South African thing. It's like, how?
It didn't work, did it?
Yeah, it's like, how is this meant to work?
Yeah.
White and black people are just meant to get along well.
Yeah.
And it's just, you just got all these other groups, and
It
so
is
ugly.
crazy.
It's so awkward. People always talk about that place in South Africa. I watched a documentary on it where it's like the whites only town.
Yeah, yeah.
They seem to be going well.
No violent crime there, brother.
Oh, yeah.
No, we're very, very peaceful city here, brother.
Then you've got places like that, and
We
like
learned early the way to create a good society, brother.
It's
We're all
ugly.
different, and we need to accept that.
yeah, it's ugly.
Yeah.
People don't like to see that sort of stuff. That's why that's just the
That's why
reality.
Australia's the greatest country on earth.
I know it is the
mate.
greatest country on earth. It's
Are we working? It's been working. It could break.
I think Australia's good because everyone just will give in.
As long as you give in to the Aussie. I think it's such a great culture.
Yeah.
I think that's how it worked because it was founded on this rebellious society in the first place.
I think Australia is good because there's a major Chinese influence, and I think that's the answer.
That puts stability.
I think we need to literally
Put Chinese all in Israel.
a massive, massive migration of Chinese people into Israel. I think it'll calm everyone down. Good food. Good food. Good food.
They all agree on the Chinese restaurant's
Yeah.
very good.
Cool kind of suburbs, like trendy
Yeah.
cafes, bars, hot
Very
pots.
peaceful.
Yeah, peaceful.
Quiet.
Yes.
No religion, brother.
Strict.
No religion here, brother.
Yeah, no religion here, brother. And then the same thing with South Africa. Mass migration of Chinese people. Mass. Just to calm everyone down a little bit. Let's just chill. Because as well, it needs to be the majority.
Yeah.
You need to go to Israel and just it's mostly Chinese people. Mostly. Like most of the society
Jewish areas,
yeah,
like the rich areas.
You know
and
what
stuff.
I mean?
You go to the city and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, it's like wow.
It's like Wuhan. Or this is like Beijing.
Get good hot pot.
Yeah.
Good Asian food of like all different cuisines. There's one thing Chinese people love. They love different Asian cuisine.
Yeah.
Good Japanese restaurants, shopping, Asian grocery stores, and just kind of peace.
Yeah.
Peace.
And they cater in this falafel in all the Chinese dishes.
Yeah, legitimately.
Imagine the dishes.
Oh,
Imagine
that fusion.
Israeli Chinese.
Oh my
food.
gosh. Because in all honesty, a good stereotype, Chinese people will beat you up and are good at martial arts.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think that's what keeps people at peace. Because they're like, we can't fight because they're going to step in and beat us both up.
And it's going to look really
And
embarrassing.
it's going to look really
And he's
bad.
going to go sit back down and finish his meal. After 2 hits.
Yeah. Literally, it's like bam, bam, bam. And I don't want that to happen, sadly. That literally might be the answer.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
Thinking outside of the box.
Literally think outside the box.
People are
Mass
thinking
migration.
too, yeah.
I know.
Who would have thought we needed more migration to come
I
in
know.
to balance
To
it?
actually
Because
balance
there's an
it out.
imbalance.
Yeah.
Too many Jews, too many Muslims, Arabs.
Too specific. Groups
Yeah.
that people are too aware of.
And they're so similar in a way.
Yeah.
They're too similar.
Chinese people just will be and they'll go about their life.
Yeah.
They'll work hard. There'll be good food. They'll all be getting educated.
They're proud to be Israelis.
Yeah, they'll be. I'm
a proud Israeli.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I eat Chinese food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
Like it's
They're
literally.
protesting about China and Israel.
Yeah.
harvest.
Yeah, literally. It'd be good just to calm it down
Yeah.
a little bit. I think you'd go there and it's just so you know what the issue is.
Yeah.
This guy hates that guy. And we just need to calm down a little
Yeah.
bit. We need just more happening.
Put a big Chinatown in between.
Massive.
And there's
Yeah,
peace in the
right.
middle.
Yes,
No one gets
peace.
violent in Chinatown.
Imagine
Good
trying
food.
to,
It's cheap. Everyone's happy.
Yeah. The Palestinians will be scared to like send bombs over. It's like we don't want to. They're going to beat
We
us
don't wanna
up with
upset that.
They're going to beat us up with kung fu moves. Legitimately, you just don't want to. You're not going to try it. Israel's not going to be crazy. There's just going to be some Chinese guy that gets him by the hand. And like,
Your Krav Maga won't work on me, brother.
for the podcast, I think we got
Drink water podcast. Peace out.
Good night, everyone. Peace.
I get up and cut like I got back. Self-diagnosed, I'm going through highs and lows. Like I got bipolar.